The NES launched in the UK in 1986, nearly 4 years after its initial release in Japan. It faced tough competition in the UK from other well-established 8-bit home computers like the ZX Spectrum and the Sega Master System. The video game industry had experienced rapid growth and popularity from the late 1970s to the early 1980s, marked by the golden age of arcade games. But the third generation of games consoles arrived in '83, commonly referred to as the 8-bit era. This generation marked the end of the North American video game crash of 1983 and a shift in the dominance of home video game manufacturers from the United States to Japan. Handheld consoles were still not a major part of the video game industry yet. The Game & Watch line from Nintendo, which started in 1980, and the Milton Bradley Microvision, which came out in '79, which was sold at the time, are both considered part of the previous generation due to hardware, typical of the second generation. The third generation of consoles began when Japanese companies, Sega and Nintendo, decided to enter the console gaming market. On the 15th of July, 1983, they both released new consoles in Japan, Sega's SG-1000 and Nintendo's Famicom, having both had great success as arcade game developers. Nintendo initially planned for the console to enter the North American market through a distribution agreement with Atari. The agreement was expected to be finalized at the Summer Consumer Electronics Show in June 1983. However, during the show, Atari discovered that Coleco was demonstrating an unlicensed port of Nintendo's Donkey Kong on its Adam computer system. Atari, believing this violated its exclusive license for the game, delayed the deal. Shortly afterward, Atari CEO Ray Kassar was fired, the deal fell apart, and Nintendo decided to market its system on its own. Nintendo believed that the Famicom name might not resonate with American consumers, and initially rebranded the console as the Advanced Video System. As the AVS resembled a home computer rather than a toy, featuring a built-in keyboard, a cassette-based data drive, and infrared wireless controllers before settling on the design we're all familiar with. But Nintendo of America still wasn't happy. Designers Lance Barr and Don James were disappointed with the prototype console they received from Japan, which they nicknamed the Lunchbox. So for the console's Western launch, they added a two-tone grey color scheme with a black stripe and red lettering, as well as a front-loading slot modeled after a video cassette recorder which concealed the game cartridge once inserted, and the redesigned console, now called the Nintendo Entertainment System, was born.